Folks, we got a great call lineup today. I'm just excited about this young man. He just got back and his couple of his IBOs went with him down to Texas event this past weekend. His topic today is how I got RD, and it's going to highlight what he picked up this weekend from the event in Dallas, Texas. Let me tell you about this young man. Him and his wife been in the business and network marketing experience for exactly 20 years. He called me one day. I was going on the stage at the international convention at ACN and said, look, I've called several people to get your number. I want you to bring me an ACN. I said, let me call you back. I'm ready to go on stage for the 20,000 people. Called them back, got them started. RD, his wife's RD, his partner, Reggie's RD, not that far from regional vice president, which I'm excited about. He was equivalent to a senior vice president in our former company. Matter of fact, I would go down to South Carolina and we go up and down the highways, burning tires out. We go from sun up to sundown. And I mean, we would work all day long. That's what I'm talking about. Old school. I like that, working all day long. By the time I got back to my hotel, all I do is sleep 3 hours up and out again. And that would be on for a whole 4 or 5 days. He said, listen, why pay hotel room? I got a couch in here. So guess what? I bunked on this couch at his place. Him and his wife opened the doors up to me, bunked on the couch because I'm never in the room. I'm always gone on the road with them from sun up to sun. I mean, seriously, we leave about 6 in the morning. We'll come back to maybe about 9 or 10 at night. So anyway, his goal is to buy his beautiful wife a home and himself a Porsche. And he also wants to take his beautiful wife to have front row seats to see their favorite band, Coldplay. Without further ado, regional director, the one and only Mr. Curtis Evans out of South Carolina.
My name is Curtis Evans, and I'm from Summerville, South Carolina is really Charleston, South Carolina. Most people know about Charleston, South Carolina. It's on the East Coast, and it's 12 o'clock here, so we're really happy to be with you. I want to start off and talk about going to RD. Okay, this is a huge thing. Okay, the compensation plan. If you understand the compensation plan, if you understand it. Now, if you don't, there are some videos out there with Tony Cooper and he'll explain it. In fact, Julian did an excellent job showing that a couple of times. I think it was Julian, yeah, and he showed it a couple of times. But Tony Cooper has a video about the comp plan. Now, what I want you're in the business right now. You're already in the business. You've already paid your money. You got your IBO, you got your website set up. I want to overemphasize the power. You have to be an RD, okay? You may not get to RVP and you may not get to SVP. And then again, you may be there tomorrow. It's not for me to say this, but you're not going to get to RVP or SVP until you're an RD. You just got to go through RD. So you got to go through this bonus thing to get to the residual money. Now, if you know that you got to go to RD, then just make that happen. Okay, I cannot explain other than to say, just make it happen. I'm gonna give you some things to do. You write them down. They're really simple, but I can't overemphasize you having a burning desire to get to RD. And it got to be deep. Now, the reason I say that because all the things you want out of ACN won't get cranked until you're in RD. It won't happen. If you're ETL, it's a great place to start. The company has that position there. Go there, get there. You'll make some good money. But as soon as another ETL pops up, then you're out the box on the bonus money. So you're waiting for the residual, okay? Which is fine. We're all in here for that long-term residual income. If you hear nothing else from me today, I need you to understand that you got to be an RD. Now, I want everybody to think about the house that they were born and raised in poverty, and they lived for most of their life. You had a bedroom that your father or mother set up for you, okay? And you slept, you didn't buy the bed. It wasn't your room, it wasn't your house. They had you in there, and you had to go to bed a certain time. You had to get up a certain time. You had to do all these things in your mom and dad's house. But while you're laying in bed, you were dreaming of a day that you have your own place. You wanted a day that you would, nobody would tell you what time to go to bed. You wanted a day when you had your own car. You wanted a day when you had your own job. You wanted a day when you wanted this, and you wanted it bad, especially if your mom told you couldn't do something, your dad told you couldn't do something. You say, I can't wait till I got out of here. You're 4 years old and you can't wait till you get out of here. 5 years old, you can't wait to get out of here. They tell me what to do. I always tell me you got to eat these cereal and I got to go to bed. And And I'm old, so Gunsmoke's on. I want to see the rest of it, and just you can't. That burning desire to get out of your mom and dad's house. Guess what happened? You got out of your mom and dad's house. You got out of there because you had a desire to get out of there. If you didn't get out of there, you're probably still in there. Okay, you're probably still at your mom and dad's house right now. You're 48 years old, and your mama's around the room telling you to turn that TV off. Okay. So you got to have a burning desire to get out. That desire, that I can't tell you, don't tell me what to do. You didn't tell your mom or dad that, but you had it in the back of your head. And your mom and dad sometimes can read your mind. They'll look at you and say, boy, what are you thinking? Don't you, all right, don't go there, And so you were quickly, you knew you had to get out of there. Okay. I want you to get out of a place called ETL. I want you to get out of that house. Okay. I want you to have a burning desire to get out of that house. Okay. And if you have it in you, you will get out of there. Okay, you will get out. You will leave. But then the big job is helping some other people to get out. So remember what I'm doing right now, telling you about that. The secret to getting out of RD, one of the secrets that I found was telling people no. I mean, we're good at saying yes to everything that comes by, but we're bad at saying no. So Saturday, if you got to go to training at 10 o'clock, and everybody wants to do this and that, you said, no, I got to go to training. If you got a meeting at a certain time or PBZ, or you got something going on, the people that you love the most, the people you want to help the most, you got to learn to tell them what? No. So let's give you an example. Let's say there was a birthday party on Saturday morning, and you're supposed to go to that birthday party on Saturday morning. Your daughters, your uncles, your nephews, or somebody's birthday party. And you got to be there, right? So you're going to be there, okay? But at the last minute, your boss told you had to come to work Saturday morning. So then you go to your wife, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, your uncle, mama, daddy. You go and tell them what? No, I can't go to the birthday party because I have to go to work. And guess what they do? They understand it. They understand that you can't go. They understand that you can't go to the birthday party. You can't risk your job over little Julie's birthday, okay, party. If you did lose your job over that, they'll say, what kind of crazy? You went to the birthday party instead of going to work? Yeah, you told me I had to go to the birthday party. Yeah. So just like you told them no in this business, you're going to have to tell a lot of people no. That's the only way to get there. And I'll tell you how to get to events. We're going to talk about events. The way you get to events is to tell somebody, no, I can't do it because I'll be in Dallas. No, I can't do it because I'll be in Las Vegas. No, I can't do it because I'll be on a Zoom call. And if you can learn to tell the people you love no, then you can get some things done. Okay, you can get some things done because they're holding you back. They don't know they're holding you back. They'll give you that crazy look. Now, it's funny, they won't give you the crazy look if you have to go to work. But if you're playing with that ACN thing, they're going to give you a crazy look, right? So, but you got to get this thing done because you need to be a what? RD, okay? You need to be RD. At RD, the bonus money is $200, okay? For the same thing you did when you were at ETL, you got paid $50 for that. The same thing you did at ETL, the same thing, you got paid 4 times as much money doing the exact same thing, okay? And then an ETL will pop up, and then you're gonna drop to $150, right? For doing that's 3 times. That's 3 times what you're making as an ETL. But so you got to be an RD. If you're gonna do this, you gotta be there. And then when the RD catches you, when they catch you and they become an RD like you are, then I think, Julian, it's $100. It's $100 that you earn because you help someone come to RD. So just go through the pain and get there. Now, I'm saying it's pain, but the pain is telling somebody no. That's where the pain is, because someone you love a whole lot that wants you to go to dinner at 12 o'clock. I mean, you got a PVZ and you got to get this done. Okay, does that make sense to everybody? Okay, now let's talk about peaking people, your family members and all. When you are going on your run to RD, and it's a run, when you get there, I want you to rest for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then get up again. And now you got another run to what? RVP. Now, the beauty is if you're ETL and you understand the compensation plan right, you're on your way to RVP. You're setting up your business to go to RVP. If you understand the compensation plan right, you're helping 5 or 6 or 7 people go to what? RD. You're helping them to understand the power of RD. Those 5 or 6 people going to RD on their way to RD, and you're helping them get there, you're RVP. Okay, somehow, some crazy way, you're going to be an RVP. So you got to pique people to find out if they're interested. The biggest thing that happens to most people when they start network marketing is I don't know how to say this, but you got a sponsor. I have a sponsor. I picked out a really good sponsor. Okay. You need to get to big events. You've got to be around people that see big things. Al sees the big world. Okay. Some folks are born in a small town. They live in a small town. They're in that small town. They don't want to go anywhere because they heard somebody got killed in Charleston last week, or they heard somebody a truck hit somebody in Austin, Texas, and they heard it in Dallas. I don't know what they heard, but they heard something and they scared to leave their small town. So you got to get them to a big event. If you need to get to the big event so that you can see it. But remember, unless you got a team going to a big event, it's hard to build a network marketing business. In fact, if they don't go to a big event, it's a slim chance they'll be around next year. Okay, it's a slim chance. The meeting that Al's having with you now is a unique meeting, very unique. He does it every day. Okay, and that takes the place of the big event, but it's not the big event. Okay, the big event is when you got on an airplane, in a car, in a bus, in a train, and you went to the big event, and you were able to walk up to Al and shake his hand. You were able to walk up to James Allen and shake his hand. You were able to walk up to Bree Clemens and shake his hand. You were able to walk up to Jocelyn Driscoll and shake her hand. You were able to walk up to Julian Lewis and shake his hand. And see that they are regular people. And that's the thing. The thing is, when you get there, you're thinking Al's floating on gold, walking around on gold floors, but he's a regular guy. And when you see he's a regular guy, you'll say, hey, if Al can do it, then I can do it. If when you meet Mike Mazer or the president of the company or one of the co-founders, you'll say, well, if Tony Kupas could do it, because Tony Kupas is what? A regular person. So first thing you're doing is you're hurting yourself because you can't leave town. You're hurting yourself because you're chained down to some people, and it might be your boss. You're chained down to some people that it's an imaginary chain. It's like an elephant. There's a chain there. He can pull that stake out the ground and walk off with it, but he thinks he can't. So you got to tell him no. And I got a Zoom call. I got to be here. I got an appointment. I got whatever I got to do, and then get that done. And if you really want to make some money, then teach some other people how to tell some people no. Okay, get some other people to tell some people no. Now, the trouble I think is most times I know I came up through network marketing in the old days. I mean, we didn't have the internet, we didn't have nothing. We had a sheet of paper, we had a kit, we had a box, we didn't have anything. Nowadays, this thing should be flying throughout the world. 4 million people less came to work in September then. They quit their jobs in September. They're looking for something to do. And in August, I think it was something similar to that. I don't know, there's a lot of people that quit their job. They didn't get laid off, they didn't get fired, they quit. Because they were paying, all their money was going to daycare, all their money was going somewhere, and they spend a whole year with time and money. They never had that before. They experienced residual income, and they experienced some time, and so now they woke up. So we need to go out there and talk to those people and show them a better way. Now, for most of us, we're gonna mess that up. It's really simple. You could say, are you open to making any money? Are you open to making any extra money around your busy schedule? Are you open to making any money around your busy schedule? Some of us can do that. If you get in the mirror and practice it over and over and over until it runs off your tongue. It's a script. It'll come off your tongue. When you're running somebody, you're talking, befriend them first, befriend them, and then say it. Now, you can't get in a lot of trouble. That's why some people don't do it. Because it sounds like, do you want me to sell drugs? If you say that to a girl, she's gonna look at you and say, what do you want me? What's this about? So you gotta be careful when you say, are you open to making any extra money? If you're a guy going to a girl, now a girl going to a girl won't have that problem, but some people look at you kind of strange. What are you talking about? So I want you to understand that is an easy way to open up people in the cold market. If you see they have a personality or a temperament to do what we do. Another way is to show a short video. Have it queued up on your phone, a really short video. It lasts 1 minute. Now, we live in a TikTok age, YouTube age, and today on social media, if it's over 5 seconds, they're turning the channel. They're gonna hit click, I wanna go to my video. People that I don't know what happened. I grew up I don't know what happened. Something happened. Now nobody has. They got a lot of time and they have no time. They got a lot of time, but they don't have any time. Okay. And so whatever you do, it has to be quick. And so I've had some success. And one of my business partners, Corey McCrae, he had some success with a short video that, you know, sometimes you don't send it to them. If you're there with them, tell them to watch this video on your phone. Tell them, I'm in something that's paying really good. You watch this and show them the video. Because a lot of us, I grew up as Jehovah's Witnesses, one of the Jehovah's Witnesses. I was knocking on doors when I was 4 years old. Okay. People didn't know me. I didn't know them. They'll stick the dog on me, run you off. It's Saturday, I'm sleeping. What do you want? And the only reason they run me off because they had to look down and saw I was a 4-year-old dude, me. Okay. Now, today, you don't have time to talk to anybody at the door for 5 minutes to somebody you don't know. You only have maybe a minute if you got a chance. So what are you going to do in that 1 minute? Okay, what are you going to do in that 1 minute? If they have the personality, y'all seem to click. Okay, for some reason you seem to click. I have a Porsche, so I see Porsches. Okay, I have a Prius, so I see Priuses. Okay, so if you're business people, the people that are looking to do something, they see other people looking to do something, and they just show up. You know, Al has a Rolex watch. He sees other people with Rolex watches. Other people with Rolex watches see him. It's just a law of attraction. Okay. So when you run into somebody, you've seen it before. I bought a steering wheel for my car the other day. I've been dying to get this steering wheel. It finally came in. I put it on. I don't want to pay you how much I paid for that steering wheel. But I started seeing steering wheels. I started looking at cars as steering wheels. I don't know what's going to. This is what we do. But when you'll run into somebody that's looking for you and you're looking for them, and then you won't know what to say. You have an SVP on your hands and you don't know what to say. You have an RVP on your hands and you don't know what to say. Ask them to look at this short video. You got a minute? They say, yeah, I want you to watch this video because I'm into something that's paying real well and I want you to see this. So Jabri, if you could show this 1 minute and 20-second video.
For most of us, life's journey follows a familiar path. We're born, we go to school, we graduate, we go to a more expensive school, we graduate again, we get a job, buy a car, get married, start a family, and buy a different car. But no matter who you are or what your current situation is, most people want something more. More time, more money, more out of life. Just more. But most people don't know how to go about getting it. Well, the answer is a lot closer than you think. Right now, someone is buying these with this, preparing this for dinner, posting a picture of him online, or totally watching the scariest movie ever with them. It's all possible thanks to the essential services we use every day. Now, just imagine if you got paid every time someone used any one of these services. Without changing anything you're doing today, you can build your very own business. A business that's as flexible as you need it to be. Work where you want, when you want, and at your own pace. And most importantly, you determine what you're worth, rather than letting someone else do it for you. Ready to take back control of your life? Well, what are you waiting for?
That took 1 minute and 20 seconds. 1 minute and 20 seconds. And everybody that I know, and everybody that you know, and everybody that I know are looking for more. We're looking for more. Their more might be a check next week. Their more might be something you don't know nothing about. But if the person fits, show them the video. If you send it to them, I don't know what's happening in the world. If the video lasts 5 seconds oversized, they won't watch it. But if you're there with them, just show the video. Sometimes you can send it to them and say, stay on the phone while you're watching it. You know, I want to talk to you about it afterward. And then they watch it. And it asks a question, do you want more? That's just as simple. You have to be hungry, humble. I can't remember the other age, but you got to want more. So you're trying to find out from them if they want more. Why are you spending? They don't want to make any extra money. They don't want more. Why are we spending a lot of time with them? Other than maybe to see where they're coming from. So that video is in the back office. It's an ACN. It's an ACN video. It's not you go to back office, text it to yourself, send it to yourself, and so you have it all the time. You can show it to Julian when you run into Julian at the mall, or you're sitting there with Miss Belinda Batiste, and you're talking. You say she would be good at this, and then you do what? You say, you got a second? I want to show you this video. It takes about a minute. Show her the video. She's either interested or not. Now, what I want you to do is look at her she's going to be talking to you when that video is over. It may be, it's probably going to be a nonverbal. She's going to be talking to you. You need to get her name and number. If she has more time, get her in touch with your upline. Okay, you can mess it up. Right there, she's interested. You about to mess it up. Now you're going to talk about how deep the cables are and how many satellites we got, and you know, the home office is in Egypt, but we're the biggest thing. You're gonna mess it up. Okay, so get them in touch with somebody else, because see, right then and there, they like what they saw, they like you, but they trust your upline. Your upline's gonna get on the phone, say, hey, I got a girl here by the name of Belinda Batiste. I got a young lady here by the name of whoever, and a young man here, and he's 25 years old. He seems like he's interested in business, and they will talk to him for a couple of minutes, pique their interest until you can get back with them. That's what we do over and over and over. What Sam Foster does over and over and over and over and over and over and over. So we learned this, and when we were doing it, work for Corbett, he signed up a young lady, Coach, we tapped really through her. Coach at Corbett was able to pick up a young lady by the name of Jackie. Jackie came on board, both of them qualified. Then they signed up a young, the hot one there was Dorothy Dot. She cranked up. They said she's a go-getter, and she went in and she cranked up, and she has a new IBO coming in Wisconsin tomorrow. And then one of Dorothy's girls are coming in after Thanksgiving. She runs a radio station. And so she said, I'm gonna put this on my Zoom call tonight. I'm gonna talk to 12 business leaders. So she showed the video to 12 people on her Zoom call. She's not in yet. All 12 of them said, yeah, this is good. This makes sense. This makes sense. Now, that activity, that tap rooting, all came because of what? Al, how I'm doing on time? I'm gonna run out. Okay, I gotta finish. Okay, so that all came because Corbett stopped a young lady at I can't tell his story like he does at a fish place, Captain D's. Captain D's, and he heard him talking. They started talking, and he just showed him the 1-minute video, and they looked at it. They said, "Wow, what is this?" And it was on like popcorn after that. Now it's either you want more or you don't. If you don't, you don't. Okay, and if you can't talk to people, don't like to talk to people, he said, would you, I'm into something that's doing really well. Would you take a look at this video and show them the video? They probably won't watch it at home. I don't know why they won't, but they probably won't. I don't know what it is about time, but they won't give it a minute because it's over 5 seconds. In the TikTok world, they don't have time. So I hope that gives you some ideas, some things that you can do to do something that's burning deep inside of you. And that thing that's burning deep inside of you is to do what? Go to RD. Okay? Because whatever else you want to do in ACN, you can't get it done unless you go through RD. You just can't. You can't. Okay? And if you do it properly, I'll show you how, and we'll do it on another video maybe, is you set up, you're a RVP right now because all of you are looking for 4 strong legs that want to go to RD. That kicks you over to RVP, and now you're getting paid. You got all the money in the business. You got it all. You got it all when you get to RVP. I mean, something happens on your 88 level, your 16th level. If you learn to tap root down, things happen in all the places. Your leader might show up on level number 16, 18, 48. You're getting paid 3.5%, 3% of all the residuals down there. And what you used to do for $50, now you're doing it for $300. Okay, 6 times the money. So you just get out your mama bed, your daddy bed, get out the house, and you know, if you said, I mean, people do it, they get it done. We said we're gonna get that done, we got that done, didn't we? We said we're gonna get out that house, didn't we? We got out the house. I'm washing these dishes. Get out that bed. You didn't wash the dishes right. You gotta get back up and go back around there and finish drying those dishes up, washing them, or you didn't wash them good, or whatever happened. You know, I mean, you just mad as a firecracker, and you got out the house. You're out the house. You're in your own house now. So if you did that, I know you can go to RD. You're in another city, live in another state. You're in you know. So that's what it takes to get to RD, and you got to get there. Regional director, just get mad and get it done. Okay. So that's what I have for today. We're going to go a little bit more into events, the power of events, because once you got your IBO in the business, then you're ready to go. Now, I'll give you an example. One of the people that came on our team, my business partner is Reggie Lawson. Reggie came out of the home office. He was so excited. Somebody called him on the phone. He was in the car. He just got out. He called, Jerry Sistron called him. Jerry called him, and Reggie said, we ain't got time to talk about that. I'm going to tell you about this thing. Jerry said, what? And Reggie told him he's excited. Reggie signed up a guy by the name of Jerry Sistron. He signed up just like that. Jerry signed up another guy he was trying to get as a customer named Antonio. Antonio, I'll call him Antonio. And then Tony, Jerry did a lot. He got 104 points, and Tony got he got about 50 points. And then Tony signed up Lurleen Sailor Jones. And Lurleen Sailor Jones kicked in so far 300. She's gonna be in the RD here for any of y'all on this call yet. She's on the call now, okay? Because she said no to a lot of people. Now I'm gonna tell you, her dad got sick this weekend. Her husband got sick this weekend. She left one in the hospital and one at home. And she went to the event in Texas. And when she got back, they were right there. They were right there. Ain't nothing happened. She had to learn to say no. And that's the spirit you need to get to RD. It won't happen automatically. You will know the second the last point hit and you're in RD. It won't happen just like that. You're gonna know it happened. So that is the skill set that you need to make those promotions. And so do not miss an event. Do not miss an event and get other people to go. I think, Al, that is all I have for today. Thank you very much for the time.